In this video, I'm just going to make a comparative study of AKTU papers of COA, that's Computer Organization and Architecture, that what topics do come, how come, and what is the pattern, what was the previous pattern, and what could be the coming pattern. Studying the previous year papers is essential for any exam from the high school to the UPSC, uh, that's IS. Study and overview of the previous year paper. It's compulsory, it's not optional. Uh, but even in that case, uh, random papers which have no connection with the previous papers also do come. Well, let's see. uh, this is a 2021-22 paper of computer organization and architecture. Currently I don't have the 22 paper of COA. Perhaps it should be on my system, but that's okay. These are sufficient to analyze. You can see that in Ikis that is Ikis. In Ikis, AKTU was asking the questions. The pattern was that question number 1 of 2 marks, 10, and then question number 2 that have it has the 4 questions, and you have to attempt any 3, and then question number 3 attempt any 1, then 4 attempt any 1, 5 attempt any 1, 6 attempt any 1, 7 attempt any 1. So, and these are our 10 marks, and obviously you all know that these are of 2 marks. I'm quite a bit sure that the CO1, CO3 and CO5, these terms represent that which question relates to which unit of syllabus. Sorry. Just like this question, let's differentiate between the horizontal and vertical microprogramming. So the CO3 is written here. So this question is related to the unit 3. This helps in answering the question. This helps answering in the question. So if I do compare, then in question number 1, they are 2 marks question. They have asked 1, 2, and 3, 3 numericals. 3 numericals they have asked in Ikis, and Ikis was the a special paper in which lots of theory was asked. Lots of theory was asked. Oh, sorry. Lots of numericals were asked. नहीं तो कोआ में जनरली थ्योरी ही पूछी जाती है. जैसे कि ये 2017-18 का पेपर है, तो इसमें आप देखो तो इसमें 2 न्यूमेरिकल्स हैं 2 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन में. 18-19 है, इसमें न्यूमेरिकल का कोई भी क्वेश्चन नहीं है. 19-20 है, इसमें भी न्यूमेरिकल केवल एक न्यूमेरिकल है. 20-21 है, इसमें कोई भी न्यूमेरिकल नहीं है. मीन्स 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस में न्यूमेरिकल नॉर्मली नहीं आ रहा है. नॉर्मली नहीं आ रहा है. ये आपका जो 21-22 का पेपर था कोआ का, उसी में न्यूमेरिकल ज़्यादा पूछे गए हैं. 22-23 का जो अभी हुआ लास्ट ईयर, उसमें भी न्यूमेरिकल्स नहीं पूछे गए हैं. सब थ्योरी ही पूछी गई है. आई थिंक टू ईज द पेपर, डोंट बॉदर द स्टूडेंट टू मच. बट a good student, every student is good student. A good student must prepare the each and every question and logically by not cramming. So when we came to the that's yes, So what I have just compared, I have compared the various papers of COA, and we have came to the point that in 2 marks question, normally if no numerical is asked, and if asked, then the quantity of numerical is 1 or 2 or 3. That's one thing. Then I think that we is stable on the 21 22. So in in the paper of Ikis Bias, you can see that there are 2 CO1s and 2 CO2s and 2 CO5s and 2 CO4s and 2 CO3, just like this. Means each unit से, हर यूनिट से इक्वल क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं, 2 क्वेश्चन ईच यूनिट से. दैट्स गुड proportion, that's logical proportion. Papers of AKTU are much better than the papers of other universities that I have seen. I have seen the papers of Punjab Technical University and other some university, and those were very easy and very normal papers. It's like the sessionals of the college level. So one thing is this. Then the point is pattern. Now we can think that what topics are regularly asked in AKTU in 2 marks question. What topics are normally asked in 2 marks question? I think that you can see that in 2 marks question there is locality of reference. This question is related to memory. SIMD, this is most probably unit 3 question. Single instruction stream and multiple data stream. Yes, it is so. And there is RAM and DRAM. It's also a memory. And this DMA, that's unit 5. And the 3 type of control signals, that is unit 1. Control signals means it is asking read and write signal. And then there is unit 3, MIMD, that's multiple instruction stream and multiple data stream. So what's the point that in this paper, in the 1 marks question, is asking mostly the memory part, and asking about the control unit. 2 things. So this is a finding that could be useful to you. It's useful to me also. And again this paper of 17 and 18, in this also this RAM and ROM comes. Then that's a D flip-flop. As you have studied in the first year, flip-flops are not taught and not in a well syllabus in the syllabus of the COVA. We do generally we don't study the D flip-flop. It's a circuitry. We study D flip-flop in the ECD of first semester or second semester. So basically it is of combinational logic circuit question. And then short note on the pipelining process, that's unit 3. Then write the difference between the serial and parallel communication, that's unit 5. And perform the following operation. And you can say that it's in unit 1 or unit 2. As a 2's complement, write the speed up performance law at that point. Speed up performance law that's related to the CPU performance, to increase the CPU, and should be, I'm quite a bit sure that it is related to the unit 3. And differentiate between the horizontal and vertical microprogramming. Again, we can see that in the paper of 18-19 and in the paper of 17-18, memory and control unit, that's a similarity between these two. The memory and control unit are asked mostly. Then came to the 1920. You can see that the subtraction using the 2's complement is a regular question in the AKTU, that's in decimal or in the binary. So this is then the basic question here in the paper of 1920. They are writing that's CO, then 1 1 2 2. So this in the column of the CO, this 2 represents that this question belongs to unit 2, and 4 represents, as you can understand. Again in the 2 marks question, the SDRAM and DRAM and 2D and 2.5D is also input and output control unit. Bus arbitration, that's general questions. Risk and risk, reduced instruction set computers and complex instruction set computers. So point, we can see that the mostly the memory and control unit, the questions related to the memory and control unit do come in 2 marks question. Bus arbitration, you know, the bus arbitration system bus is allocated to the different master, just different processors, different ICs of the motherboard. Then came to the paper of 2021. In the paper of 2021, again you can see that in 1920 the term computer architecture, so definition was asked, and again in year 2021 20 20 and 19 दोनों में ही कंप्यूटर आर्किटेक्चर की डेफिनेशन पूछी गई. They have just added the term computer organization also. So what does that mean? I feel that the paper setter also picks the previous year papers. So then the bus arbitration, you can see the last year paper also have the question bus arbitration. Then the biasing and reference, the floating point representation. So you know that floating point representation connects to the unit 1. The restoring method, that's unit 2. Micro operation, that's a different paper quite a bit. Short note on the list, that's unit 2, reduced instruction set computers. And the hit ratio, that's unit 4, that's page fault. When you will study the operating system, the page fault comes, that's also in the memory unit of COA. Then the term cycle is stealing, that's a new term. I don't have that at that time. That's what's a cycle is stealing. If I guess, then cycle is stealing means probably some developments in the machine cycle of the microprocessor, maybe. I'm not sure. What do you mean by the vector interrupts? Interrupts are also in the unit 1 when internal structure of the microprocessor is defined, and also in the unit 4, probably in unit 4. So this is a scene, and this is a repeated paper of Spice. This is a small and correlative study of 2 marks question of COA. Thank you.